This whole time, those guys have not had rotations like we've had, so they've been at it for like 12 hours straight. That's some serious dedication. They got 2 more days of it coming up, so those guys are great. All right, let's hop in the game, Kev. Belshir Vestige, the map, BVT, the matchup, and 2 WCS champions. Kinda.
No, they are.
No, yeah, they are.
Both of them won Season 2 in their respective regions, which is insane.
Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, the red Terran player. Let's make some noise for Maru. And, all right, listen, this is all I want, guys. There it is. Top left-hand corner of Belshir Vestige, Duckdeok. They're quacking for Duckdeok, Kev. Hey, what do you guys call an upside down duck? It's a quack up.
Wow. Oh. Well, Ben.
Okay.
How do you call 2 barracks upside down? On the other side of the map. That's going to be a scouted quack up. Duckdeok sees it. Scout.
And he sees it in plenty of time. Proxy 2 racks, and it will be scouted. Oh, but the probe gets picked off.
Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate because that one probe would have been one hell of a pain to deal with. If I was Duckdeok, I would send out another one so you could at least slow one of these racks down a lot. But he is not going Nexus first. I have a hard time that Maru is going to be able to pull this one off, man.
It's going to be tough, Kev. He's going to have to work against a lot of probes and some chrono-boosted gateway units. Second probe will come out and start poking away at these SCVs. Obviously, he will be too late to stop the construction of these barracks.
Maru is like Maru just busts out the 11-11 on the weirdest moment.
Hey, man, whatever. I think he's ready to get some sleep. Like, let's get this over with.
He's like, I hope my parents ain't watching. It's way too late for me.
I was supposed to be to bed hours ago. This is a ferocious SCV chasing the probe all the way back into the main base. Will we see a bunker go down at the top of that ramp? Will we see an SCV pull is another very real question. Looks like we will not. Orbital command behind it. SCV production probably going to kick back up.
But if
soon.
he's not going to pull SCVs, how is he going to win this game?
That's a good question. He's got a couple SCVs that can do little work for him, but a single Marine's going to have a hard time against 6 angry probes.
Zealot is out as well. Zealot, of course, going to have crazy amounts of DPS in this phase of the game to deal with for these Terran units. Certainly, once the Stalker is out, Duckdeok is just going to find himself in a lovely position as these Stalkers can micro against these slow Marines all day, every day. Yep. So Maru is like, I'm going to go for the bunker contain. The very common one in PvT. Nice micro.
You know, I don't actually mind the idea of the bunker contain. It's obviously not going to happen without an SCV.
There are no more SCVs on this side of the map, so
it's just
that was actually a
Marines.
massive pickup.
Now with the Stalker out, it'll be easy to micro against these Marines. It should be easy to micro against these Marines. Mothership core is here as well, and that's going to end the aggression. I thought.
There's a lot of burst damage, of course, in this group of 5-6 Marines. So far, excellent micro by Maru. He's also pulling down the weak Marines, but still, I don't feel that this is something that he can keep up. With 2 Stalkers, it's going to be very nice for Duckdeok, and once he has 3 Stalkers,
whoa, 2 more SCVs are going to come join the party. I was not expecting that. He does want to finish this bunker.
The Marines are so low on HP already, though. There's no high ground vision either here for Maru. That's why he's taking so much free damage.
And those Marines are bloodthirsty, Kevin, but they are almost all going to die. Will that bunker finish? I think it will.
Yeah, but
more importantly, will he ever get anything inside of it, or will all of his units just die? SCV does not die before finishing the bunker. And a Stalker actually goes down, so the bunker contain is up.
It's something, all right, but that's about it. I still think that Maru is finding himself in a rather dicey position. Command center in the main base is going to be the follow-up, and another additional Rex going down at home, but I kind of wonder where he's going to take this. Duckdeok is so confused right now.
SCV's dead, bunker is outranged, and it will be shot down. So that's the end of that. The very expensive early game for Maru. Duckdeok quacking up in his booth right now.
He's quacking out of control. He's up 7 workers. He throws down 2 additional gates. With a simple gateway push, he might be able to already kill Maru. Maru is probably going to go for a wall up, so at least he's going to be a little more safe. He's going to go with another command center. He realized that he's going to be pretty far economically behind, so he's just like, I'm going to go as greedy as possible and just hope that you leave me alone for the upcoming 37 minutes.
How would our good friend Artosis phrase this? Win behind, get 3 command centers. Win behind, get more ahead.
I think.
Now, if oh, that's a little bit expensive as one Stalker will go down. A good pickup by Maru, and he might do it again. Second Stalker takes a lot of damage. Great control, man. We knew Maru had great micro. He's showing it off here. And he's going to try to slow down this counter aggression. But Kevin, with 1 Rax, he's going to have a tough time producing enough units to stop a gateway push.
Yep, certainly, because there's a Twilight console going down as well. Could definitely be Blink Stalkers, because I think that Duckdeok knows that gas is going to be extremely late for our dear Maru. Actually, most of the Marines are out of position. Ooh.
Uh-oh. The Stalkers have the high
like
ground.
roles reversed. High ground vision, man.
Taste your own medicine. Stalker.
Good, right?
Oh, look at this hero. This is Billy's cousin.
Hey, hey.
Hey, never forget.
Too soon, man, too soon.
He will live on in our memories and hearts.
Finale
forever.
realizes that Duckdeok realizes that he's going to have an insane amount of map control for the upcoming, well, a very long time, basically. So he's going to throw down 3 Nexus in a very, uncommon phase of the game, normally while playing PvT, unless you're Oz. Oz likes to do this. This is not too bad for Maru though, because now Duckdeok is basically giving Maru a free pass to at least be able to get, gas units out eventually and be able to throw down a factory and
with,
some
with
star
3
ports.
command centers, this might be exactly what Maru needs to get back in this game. He's going to have
it's
a lot of
still-
mules.
It's still paradise for Protoss, because Protoss is going to be able to produce probes 3 at a time. He's going to be able to throw down all the tech. But I do agree with you, because I think a simple Blink Stalker all-in would have been devastating, would have been almost impossible for Maru to defeat, because Maru's gas was so extremely late that, good luck defending Blink Stalkers with slow Marines. No combat shield, no stim.
Barracks is going to try to fly through for one last pass. I don't think he's going to see much, Kev.
He might be able to land and pump out a Marine. Marine might go
This
very
Stalker
crazy.
is trying to fall off the edge of this cliff.
It's been a long day for the Stalker as well. 43 probes against 35 SUVs. We do have 3 orbital commands. I don't really mind the way that Douglas has played this out, because I still think he's going to be in a good position, and this is still a lovely position to be in as a Protoss, because he has so much map control. Drops are going to be very late to the party, but there is hope for Maru. Maru is going to have an insane mineral economy soon with that triple orbital that he has. He will be able to produce workers 3 at a time as well. There is a little bit of hope that this at least goes into a macro game.
Yeah, it's shaping up that way. Templar Archives is down. Storm already being researched. 10 minutes, 40 seconds into the game.
I'm getting at Blink, Storm, double forts, and 3 base.
Hashtag not bad.
If you just tune in this game, you just have no idea what happened. I know the meta has changed, but wow, these pros are going crazy these days.
It's the, uh-oh. Little Bio going to come forward and challenge these Stalkers, but hey, they got Blink, can't kill them. They're going to get away just fine. Pylon will get shut down, though. Maru's got to be loving life, man. He's been given a lot of freedom to reestablish himself. He's up to 45 SCVs against 55 probes with triple mule. That means Maru's on an even economy, Kev.
It's not in position yet, though, so it's going to take a little while. And normally Protoss shouldn't be on 3 bases. Like, we shouldn't forget that if this was a 2 base, well, we have a small skirmish in the middle of the map, but the Stalkers will blink defensively. Like, if this was 2 base, then you'd say like, okay, it's okay. But the 3 base Protoss in this phase of the game is kind of unheard of. So the economy for Duckdeok is still slightly better than the one of Maru, but there's definitely some hope for the Terran.
Yeah.
Certainly if he's able to snipe a handful of probes. His
What
stim
Maru's
is ready.
thinking right now is
Little
he
bit of a
is going to
run by.
stim in here. He's going to get a lot of these probes. I wonder if he's got enough army to kill that I think he's got enough army to kill that Nexus if he focuses it. Instead, he's going to go for probes. The army of Duckdeok was very far out of position. It is finally going to get back. He could have killed this Nexus, man.
Well, maybe if Duckdeok didn't take the detour that he did.
Yeah. 1 sentry might fall. It will fall right here at the end of it, but a nice little hit squad there.
Maru is like, hey, that Nexus took quite a bit of damage. Maybe I can do that again.
53 SCVs now to 62 probes. Frankly, the economy of Duckdeok isn't going to be bothered too much by that little bit of harassment.
Maru's going to float over his orbital to the north side.
Look at the supplies, man. 101 to 97. This game's getting closer and closer.
Yeah, I know, but we shouldn't forget there is double forts and there is Storm already.
Yeah, the Storm is definitely the X factor.
The Marauder count is pretty high, though. Taking a look at the upgrades of these Marauders, 1-0, 1-1 is on the way. If it's 1-1 against 1-1 and there are 6 medevacs out, he might be able to dance out of the Storms and be able to get a rolling fight, and he might actually be able to make something happen.
That's true.
This Warp Prism might be very annoying to deal with, though. There's a High Templar in as well. We might see some Storm drops.
That
Loving
would
it,
be
Ben.
juicy. Does he see that this expansion is here? Does he care? He looks like he's going to go head into the main base.
Armies are getting scattered close to each other. Scan will go down.
And we got the army of Maru pushing towards Duckdeok at the same time as this little bit of harassment showing up. Zealots will unload. Here's the big stem from the Marauders. He might be able to do something about that Nexus, Kev. Nexus is going to get focused. It will be close.
I think he's going to get it this time.
It will go down. Maru strikes hard. Picking off an expansion. Will this Templar hop out and surprise these SCVs?
Awesome. He waited with that for so long, but he didn't get the amount of kills that I think he was hoping for. I love the fact that he didn't reveal it immediately, though.
Yep, and he might have another storm soon.
I think it's so much harder to defend this base than the other one, though. He has a Widow Mine. He has 2 Widow Mines.
One of them is going to unburrow and head back up into the 3rd expansion.
Wow, Maru has a much bigger army. Duckdeok has to be very careful. I don't think that Duckdeok is ready to win the game here. He should back off.
Oh, Maru is in a great position. Medivac, Stim, Bio, and this army is, with Storm, it's going to be much better. There's an okay Storm on a lot of the Bio. Maru just sits in it.
Yeah,
and
but with the reinforcements, think he's okay. There's Warp Prism in the main again. That's a very big Warp in.
There's a ton of Zealots. The Templar is there too. Does he have energy for? He does have energy. There's the Storm on top of the Marines. Not much there to hit, though. He's going to load up and get out of there. Meanwhile, the fight's still raging in the 3rd base of Maru. Kevin, I think Maru might be pulling ahead here. He's going to clean this army up. He's saved his 3rd base. He's defended the Warp Prism. Yes, he took some losses. Wow, he took a lot of losses. 32 SCVs got killed there. Maru is down to 43 SCVs against 70 probes, so definitely some very real damage dealt.
But there might be an opportunity now for Maru to do something back. He's been defending, but if he has time to macro up a little bit, if we take a look at Duckdeok's vision, he doesn't really see all that much, certainly not once his Stalker gets pushed away from the Zelnaga Watchtower. And I think it's going to be very hard for him to properly defend against drops everywhere.
Oh yeah,
he does have a lot of gates, so that's going to make his life a little easier. But still, army supply is in favor of Maru.
Pretty substantially. He's got a 30 army supply lead, so if we see him start multi-pronging, how in the world is Duckdeok going to deal with it?
Only a single Storm out on the map as well. Oh, here we go. That's a pretty big drop. I'm loving it. I think that's so smart.
Yep, 3 Medivacs going to unload in the main base. Plenty of pylons power in these gateways, but there's still going to be some damage dealt. 1 pylon's going to go down. 2. This Immortal is way too far forward. He's going to get focused down. He will go down. The pylon's going to fall as well. Now we're going to load up and get out of there. Great drop there from Maru. A lot of damage dealt, none really taken.
Well, he's taking away a lot of map control from Duckdeok as well. Duckdeok losing pylons left and right. I do feel that it's slowly but steady slipping away from him, but the upgrades are so important. We've seen that so many times. These Zealots already are 2-2. This Bio army is still on 1-1. The armory is just going down now. We might have a phase in the game where it's going to be 3-3 Zealots against a 1-1 Protoss army.
That will be a very tough fight to win, although Duckdeok does overextend once more. Oh, look at this, the drop, making its way into the natural. The Nexus is going to be focused. It's going to go down. The Nexus is going to fall. Yes, it will go down. And Maru's going to pick up with almost all of those units.
The Forges, I would love to see him do something about this. Maybe he could take out this pylon. At the same time, he's going to try to third base again. This army is very low HP, though.
The multitasking of Maru is starting to really shine here. This is a very low health hit squad, but it is able to do more and more damage. The drop stays alive. Nexus is going to be rebuilt, but look at this. The second prong strikes again.
He's close to doubling the army supply, but still, these Archons are so powerful. There are not a lot of Medivacs in his army. There's a Widow Mine in the mix as well.
There's not enough here, Kevin. There is not enough here. The Archons are going to start to melt away. There are no more Zealots.
The
Good
upgrades
control
are so
from Maru.
But there are no Medivacs in this mix, so this army will die for now. Duckdeok stabilizes, and the longer this goes, the better it is for Duckdeok. As crazy as this sounds, because army supply still in favor of Maru, but these upgrades are going to be insane, and the Medivac count is so low.
3-3 is very near completion. Marauders have stemmed their last, they've taken their last hit, Kev, as they are going to get cut up by these Zealots. Immortal coming forward as well. He's going to lend his firepower to this defense. This very aggressive defense that's turning into an attack very quickly as the Marauders are retreating all the way back into the third base. before Duckdeok decides to disengage. 90 supply over 106.
Ooh.
24 army supply to 55. Man, Maru is everywhere.
So Maru didn't snipe the fortress while he was microing the Marauders here, but he did snipe the Templar Archive. So that one is being rebuilt now. That means no Archons for a while, but I'm afraid just Zealots is going to be enough, even though he doesn't have too many. Oh, those Wither Mines!
Okay, connections. The Zealots do take some good damage, but we are already
Maru just
seeing...
can't fight at the moment.
Yeah, 3-3 is a big deal, man, and Maru's army is very low health. It's all out on the map. It's been stimming a ton. As we see a little bit of a spike there, the players will continue. Medevac's going to boost across, and those are headed to the main. One Widow Mine's going to try to be a hero.
Oh, 5 probes, not
bad.
At the same time, we have a reasonable big drop in the main base, but look at what these Zealots are going to do with these bio units. They will just refuse to die.
Yep, and Maru's not even going to fight. He's like, yeah, I see that up here. I'm going to get out of here. I don't want
this Widow Mine is still active.
Yeah.
Okay, Observer is getting brought in position. He knows. What a hero probe.
Man, what an angry little probe.
He's like, I heard there is a bomb, let me take care of it. I got a taser. Now, that doesn't happen in real life, but...
Yeah, please, guys, if you ever see a bomb, do not zap it with a taser. That's a terrible idea. And I'm not even speaking from experience. It just sounds illogical. Drop is once more going to come into the main base.
Nice block there with the Marauders. I think it was kind of unintentional though. Scan will go down and pick up one of these Dark Templars. There's a missile turret in the third. There's one in the natural as well. So Maru is sort of safe against this. But
and his upgrades are catching up, man. +2 attack just finished. It's still going to be a long time before it's 3-3 against 3-3.
Catching up is a big word when it's 2-1 against 3-3.
That's yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. But that's a much closer fight than 1-1 against 3-3.
That's true. We're getting there, one step at a time. 26 Marauders, 19 Marines against 5 High Templars. Also not a single Ghost out on the map. No Ghost Academy has been dropped. I just don't see how Maru can survive other than just full-on base trading and counter-attacking.
He's going to continue trying to find openings with these drops. And here in the natural, he's going to be able to pick up a couple more probe kills. A couple Zealots on a smoke break will finally turn around and try to deal with these medevacs.
Oh, a lot of pylons going down. All of these gates are on power. That's actually some serious damage. And Duckdeok had enough of this. He's going to commit.
Cybercore might also fall. I don't know if that's going to bother Duckdeok too much. He's mostly warping in Zealots, but still, that's valuable tech that has to be replaced. Gateways are going to start to fall as well. At the same time, Duckdeok's trying to counterattack.
Wow, Maru's
He's
army.
in the third base of Maru.
Maru's army is still way bigger. But still, normally Duckdeok should never lose with this amount of upgrade advantage.
Kevin, the third command center of Maru just died. He's lost his third expansion, so that's a critical linchpin in his ability to take bases and to build armies. Look at all the damage being dealt in the main, though. Every gateway has fallen. Twilight Council might go down.
This has been a fantastic trade for Maru. Sure, he lost that orbital command, but he has another command center. He can always float over his main. He took out like 7-8 gateways. That's an insane amount of production, and that stops Duckdeok from actually being able to pressure that much to straight up win the game.
Not only that, Duckdeok is brutally supply blocked. 104 supply. The only reason he can build units now is because he's losing so many of them. 96 supply of 118 now. Maru with a massive army. These drops are just shredding our Protoss players. Stalkers can't engage that. They have to blink back to these Immortals. And even with the Immortals there, I don't think they can fight this, Kev.
Duckdeok has no high ground vision in his own base.
Drops a storm up the ramp, and that will convince these medevacs to get out of there. But look at Maru. He's everywhere at once, Kev.
I cannot believe what we've just seen. Absolutely insane game from Maru. Fighting with such a big upgrade disadvantage and somehow, some way making it work. Sure, he had a couple of extra units, and these Marauders are eating storms like champions, by the way. But
more gates will fall, more pylons are gonna go down. Maru Prime into the third expansion. The scan goes down. The Dark Templar will fall. This one is all over but the crying, Kev. Maru is gonna go up 1-0 in this series.
Unbelievable game here by our Terran. Just insane. This was not supposed to happen. Great micro, great multitasking, and able to keep Duckdeok on the back feet all along. His upgrades have caught up a little bit, but it doesn't really matter anymore. His army is like 3-4 times as big. Fantastic performance.
Yeah, Duckdeok can't believe it, man. He's going to fight to the last man. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. The natural command, or Nexus, is going to go down.
How many Nexi have died this game? Like 7?
A bunch. A bunch, Kev.
And Duckdeok is on 0 now. He does still have money.
There it is. GG. Maru does it. Unreal.
Wow. So he opened up with a filled Proxy 2-Rex, and somehow, some way, turn this into a game that he was able to win.
That was never supposed to happen.
If someone just like missed this game and he asks what happens and you tell him this, he's going to ask you again because he won't believe what you're just telling him.
The most hilarious thing of all is that Maru took the biggest risk he could have